Said that Puffy put out this claim of, I'll pay $1 million if you get rid of Tupac and Suge. Tupac is now gone.
I knew him before he was Diddy. Yeah, I knew him for a long time. When I first became champ, I knew him.
Nearly 3 decades after the shocking demise of Tupac Shakur, a twist has emerged that you won't believe. On a chilly September evening, Dwayne Keith Davis, alias Keefe, found himself behind bars, igniting the burning question, did Diddy have a hand in this iconic rapper's tragic end? As whispers of a staggering $1 million bounty placed by Diddy on Tupac circulate, fans are left with bated breath. Could this be the precursor to Diddy's unraveling?
So many people in music and Hollywood fear this guy, Diddy, as if he's untouchable, and even the...
Oh, Sugar Diddy.
But wait, there's more. The boxing legend and Tupac's close ally, Mike Tyson, has long harbored doubts about Diddy's shadowy role in the plot. With Mike's startling disclosure now in the limelight, the ripples are undeniable. What was it that Mike unveiled about Diddy's supposed role in this dark chapter? Is Keefe detention signaling the start of a larger revelation involving Diddy? We're diving deep into this maze of mysteries.
I hope the Vegas Police Department do their due diligence and get down to the bottom of it.
27 years post that fateful night when Tupac was gunned down in Vegas, an individual confessing his part in the saga is incarcerated. As the cold winds whispered tales, the narrative took a sudden twist, revealing yet another layer in the enigma that is the 1996 assassination of rap maestro Tupac Shakur. And the enigmatic case surrounding Tupac Shakur's demise takes an unforeseen twist. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, long suspected to be entangled in the dark web of Tupac's assassination, is now in custody, arrested during an early morning stroll near his Las Vegas home. The dramatic arrest took place shortly before court officials disclosed that a Nevada grand jury had indicted Davis on charges of assassination with the use of a weapon, focusing on his alleged orchestration of the heinous act.
We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith.
The indictment, which intriguingly refers to Davis alternatively as Keefe D, implicates him for a crime committed under the sinister aegis of gang dynamics. If found guilty, Davis might see an additional 2 decades added to his sentence, thanks to a sentencing enhancement tied to gang activities.
Do you feel like Puffy owe you?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look out. He look out for everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
It's crucial to understand that while Davis isn't branded as the triggerman, Nevada law allows for all involved parties to be implicated in a crime. As Lieutenant Jason Johansson of Las Vegas Police opined, Davis was the mastermind who directed this grim orchestration.
I think the best way to characterize that is Dwayne Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime.
A search of Davis's home unveiled a treasure trove of digital devices and documents linked to the Tupac case, including a copy of Vibe magazine with Tupac on the cover and a book, Compton Street Legend, which Davis had co-authored.
It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today.
Davis's involvement with the Netflix series Unsolved and his book's release appears to have reignited the police's interest in him. Throughout the years, he's been candid about his involvement, even asserting that he was in the infamous white Cadillac during that tragic night, with his nephew Orlando Anderson being the alleged shooter.
Keefe's nephew is Orlando Anderson. He's the individual that got into a fight with Tupac Shakur the night that Tupac was shot.
Keefe was quoted saying, "I first shot Big Boy in the head. I thought he was lifeless." But it's his other claims pointing to Diddy's connection to the assassination that's drawing extensive attention, especially after Mike Tyson seemingly corroborated this connection. Sheriff Kevin McMahill, in a press conference post the grand jury hearing, highlighted the relentless pursuit to deliver justice to Tupac's family. Emphasizing that the investigation always remained a priority, McMahill's words were a testament to the dedication of his team over the past 27 years. To add context to the gravity of this development, Tupac was shot on September 7, 1996, in Las Vegas. 6 agonizing days later, he succumbed to his injuries, sending shockwaves throughout the hip-hop community. Davis, for his part, has consistently maintained that he was in the car from which Tupac was targeted. Preceding the incident, Tupac and his team had clashed with Anderson, a known member of the Southside Compton Crips, at the Meg Gam Grand, the venue for the Mike Tyson versus Bruce Seldon match. It's noteworthy that Anderson had previously been flagged as a potential suspect, but was never apprehended or indicted. In a turn of grim irony, he met his end in a gang-related shooting in 1998. Now, as the pieces of this intricate puzzle begin to align, it's impossible to overlook the profound bond between Tupac and boxing titan Mike Tyson. In a heart To heart with DJ Vlad, Tyson revealed inviting Tupac to his bout against Bruce Seldon on that fateful September night. Regrettably, Tupac met his tragic fate post the match, leaving Tyson with a burden of remorse. The ties between Tupac and boxing legend Mike Tyson were indeed profound. Their bond was more than just a fleeting acquaintance. Tyson openly shared in a dialogue with DJ Vlad how he insisted on Tupac being present at his face, off with Bruce Seldon in the glittering city of Las Vegas on that fateful September 7th, 1996 night. It's a decision that Tyson has since regretted deeply, the weight of which, as he shared, is heavy with the notion that perhaps, had he arrived earlier, the night's tragic events might been averted. I feel a little guilty because I told him to come to the fight. I kept pressing him, hey, bring the tape, don't forget the tape, and I was going to go out with him that night. I promised to go to 662 that night, but I just had a little baby, and her mother was provoking me to stay home, so I stayed with the baby, and someone called me at night and told me that happened. Moreover, Tyson, in his usually confrontational style, publicly addressed Tupac's assassins, articulating his intent to face them. Fueling the whispers surrounding Diddy's potential involvement, Tyson's apparent coldness towards the music mogul stands out. Lap detective Greg Kading, in his probe into the chilling assassinations of both Tupac and Biggie Smalls, stumbled upon a web of evidence connecting the two harrowing incidents. Kading's discovery, later affirmed by Keefe, pointed to a startling claim that Diddy commissioned the hits.
You and Puffy was hanging out one day, and he wasn't serious about it, but he was floating in the air. He made a comment.
You just gonna keep on trying to get that.
Keefe's recount of the events was chillingly vivid. I seen a bunch of dudes from the Southside Crips. They was the ones that did it. But Keefe's revelations didn't stop there. He went further, identifying his very own kin, his nephew, as the assailant who ended Tupac's life. This claim was reinforced by an informant back in 1997 who noted that Diddy contracted the Southside Crips to eliminate both Suge and Tupac. Yet Diddy, standing firm amidst these allegations, dismissed them outright. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense. Shedding light on the recent turn of events, the arrest of Dwayne Keefe Davis after 27 long years raised eyebrows. Many close to Tupac questioned the delayed justice, especially since Davis had frequently spoken, even boasted, of his involvement on various platforms, including podcasts and memoirs. Former lapped officer Greg Kading believed it was strategic, letting Davis continually implicate himself. You didn't just say it twice. You didn't just say it 5 times, Kading remarked, implying that Davis's repeated admissions solidified his involvement. Digging into Davis's 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, one finds a narrative echoing his earlier confessions. Davis had recounted, one of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting back. As the rounds continued flying, I ducked down so that I wouldn't get hit. As the charges came forth, Tupac's sibling, Mopreme Shakur, expressed a mix of hope and skepticism, noting the long-standing knowledge of Davis's presence in the car that night and pondering the true motives behind Tupac's tragic end. Lieutenant Jason Johansson of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police further affirmed Davis's multiple media confessions, including his involvement in a Netflix documentary. The latest twists in the case have reignited the buzz around the allegations, leaving many perplexed over why the police took decades to detain Keefe, given his outspoken acknowledgement and even bragging about his role in public forums. Fan theories speculate that perhaps authorities were holding back, anticipating Keefe might spill the beans about the real brains behind Tupac's demise. Keefe once asserted he bagged the $1 million since he couldn't liaise with Diddy post the tragic event, relegating it to a murky he said, she said scenario. Yet, whispers have emerged suggesting evidence exists that Diddy funneled the cash through a middleman, Eric Von Zip. Keefe once hinted that Von Zip channeled the bounty into launching a nightclub, bypassing the Crips altogether. Up until this point, solid proof connecting Diddy's offer with the assassination remained elusive. Keefe D has often voiced his frustration over his frequent association with Tupac's demise, and now he's directing the blame at Diddy for landing him in this mess. In an interview with The Art of Dialogue, Keefe D recalled, I met him back in '91. He was doing an Usher video, came to get with it. They called my hydraulics place and asked to use some lowriders. Although Diddy compensated him for damages caused during the shoot, Keefe D wishes their paths had never crossed.
If I wouldn't have never met him, I wouldn't have never been involved in this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Keefe D lamented, it really crashed two people's empire in one night. Mine's for sure. Suge is too. Diddy the only one still balling. He hinted at Diddy masterminding a feud by setting the Crips and Bloods against each other. Public opinion on this revelation is understandably ablaze. A mosaic of sentiments is sweeping through fan circles, adding more complexity to this enigmatic chapter of rap history. One fan, weighing in on the whisperings of Diddy's possible involvement, commented, Diddley was joking about putting a smile on Pate's head because he knocked off the shooters for a ton of bargains. People have talked about Star Whackers so long, seen it for themselves even, and still don't get it. Anyways, that's what they get for doing that to Tupac. Another fan, emphasizing the passage of time and the impermanence of justice, noted, well, no matter who did it, they lived their life for 27 years and now they have to pay for their crime. Yet among the multitude of opinions, one voice stood out for its poetic simplicity and profoundness. There is no honor among thieves. So it's going to be a domino effect. One goes down, they will take everyone who had anything to do with Tupac's assassination or Biggie Smalls' assassination will be named. What's done in the dark always comes to light. This sentiment reflects the common consensus. Many are awaiting a domino effect where the truths buried in darkness for years will soon see the light. The fans' words echo an underlying anticipation that more revelations are on the horizon. Dive deep with us into the entangled world of rap's most haunting mystery. Do you think Diddy might truly be at the heart of Tupac's tragic end, or is this another conspiracy gaining ground? Share your insights in the comments. With more twists surely to come, stay tuned. Until next time, stay curious and let's keep the buzz alive.